Theme song. So it's like a long form movie discussion. Hello, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Matt.
I don't like movies.
I don't either.
We're like an odd couple. I'm the funny one. And welcome to Central Dogma. Anyway, so what did we see again? I've already forgotten.
Ghost in a Shell by expectations weren't high when we went in. They're even like dampened after the intro scene where she comes out of the goop that makes her skin.
The Gook? Is it based on a manga?
A comic, okay? That's what the credits said throughout the film. Those notifications sound...
I don't fucking get it.
You can like mute them, can't you? You can just mute the computer.
I'll mute you.
Oh.
Trial.
But they didn't use the song.
They didn't use the song for the scene.
Except till
Trial.
the end credits.
They use it for the credits.
So...
What the fuck?
Yeah, you might want to go see that. What is it notifying you about?
Essentially harmless software detecting harmful software.
Do you have a meme virus?
Trial.
Was it in the geisha you deep dived
We're
in?
being cyber attacked.
Oh my god.
Who would have
Trial.
thought that a big studio would totally miss the point of a contemporary Eastern property? You know what I'm saying?
No, they understand them perfectly. Were you not watching the same movie as me? They had a perfect understanding.
I like the part where Scarlett Johansson is one of a kind snowflake.
Trial.
When in the movie she was just a regular old robot.
Wasn't she like a prostitution model or something?
I
Or
don't-
like a companion model or something?
I didn't read
I,
the comic.
like, why not just call it like based on the original works of the guy who wrote it instead of like, you know?
It's not a very catchy title.
Well, I mean, it's better than saying based on the comic.
Trial.
I mean, it's an Eastern, like, who's the target audience? Who
I
would
didn't
love
like
it?
the motorbike.
The Honda motorbike, because the Honda logo was very clearly visible
Trial.
on the back as it drove past us.
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah, it was.
I don't catch
Trial.
product placement very easily. Unless if someone tells me. Does that make me a fucking idiot?
No.
Because I don't catch fucking corporations trying to fuck me.
Trial.
But they did use the music.
But they only used it for the credits.
Deus Ex Human Revolution music. Fucking boring.
They seem to have the start or almost something similar to it, like 3 times throughout the film, and cut to a different sort of.
Put in like that synth bass to have a totally different tone. You know, Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3.
No, I didn't know that till you told me. I forgot. I loved Home Alone 3. It was the best.
Had the kid with the remote control car.
Trial.
No, it was like military chips or something.
Oh.
And then the old lady gets like tied up and then beaten up.
Trial.
The old lady across the street who's like a hag. But enough about Scarlett Johansson.
Let's talk about other actors in the movie.
But Toe was alright, I guess.
What's his name?
Trial.
I like the part where he had eyes, but then he didn't have eyes.
Oh, I'm okay with that. You know, they
Trial.
fucked up elsewhere.
I like the
don't
part
care.
where his eyes were like little lenses and not just white.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. I thought they'd just go white with them.
But you have to show expensive CGI. Beat Takeshi Kitano.
Yeah, it was alright.
You didn't even like Takeshi Kitano. Battle Royale. Cool, because you didn't say a word of English.
No, I'm okay with that. That was cool. I liked the subtitles.
They're all over the place.
Oh.
They slowly became more centered,
Yeah.
I noticed. And then Major in whatever fucking gook speak he says.
Oh, and he says like, was that the scene where he's killing the guy? The bad guy? Mr. Cutter?
That's such a good name
Cutter
for
Soldier.
a bad guy.
Wait, what was the...
Cutter. Fuck, man. I mean, how long did it take them to figure that out?
I don't know, I think...
What's the name of our antagonist? Let's not delve into the rich tapestry of the comic book. Like, they deviated so much from the original movie to be like their own thing, but then it was just the original movie.
You gotta answer this question truthfully. Did you want to see Scarlett Johansson's face on a child's body?
Well, it wasn't the Major's face in the movie.
It was a semblance of it, right?
Are
Trial.
you saying all Asians are the same?
No, what is a child's robot body used for?
some girl dies and then her body is prosthetic one that she's more comfortable with.
Okay.
Like if you're a child and
You
you
wouldn't
get
be
into
used
an
to a massive
argument, you
adult
wouldn't want to
strength.
be into a fucking adult body. That's fucking weird. But, Daddy, why is this used body that you got me have fucking bruises down there, dude? This also wasn't in the movie we just watched.
No.
This is getting off topic.
In the movie we just watched, the Major comes out fine even though she's missing an arm. But you know, she gets like skin blown off all the time. She just gets it on with like a 3D printer.
It's cool how there were no stakes throughout the entire film.
Well, I mean, like her brain.
When she was fighting, she was indestructible. She wasn't fighting, she was just zapped and then down in one hit. It was kind of inconsistent. I liked the very clammy man.
Oh, a rapist. Yeah,
He was clammy. He had pink shoes
Oh yeah, because he tapped it and you saw it. Why did he have pink shoes?
because he was very clammy.
Did he want to fuck Scarlett Johansson? I didn't understand why the prostitute she hired. It's in the trailers. The
Black woman.
the African American woman.
Nice person.
Yeah, the nice person. I don't understand why did she have the metal stuff on her face even though she wasn't like robot? But it was
It's the future.
okay, whatever. It was
You just don't get the vision of man who directed Snow White and the Seven Mistakes.
I can get like the
Was it
major.
fucking Chris Hemsworth that was in it
Yes, it was.
as the huntsman.
Didn't they make like a
Huntsman.
sequel or two sequels or like a series?
They did one with Emily Blunt as the Snow Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Done a lot of good stuff since like Sicario. And
For example, the Snow Queen. What the fuck was it called? Because it came out like a year ago. I really like Emily Blunt
yeah,
and Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
They shared the screen together and probably made out and scissored.
Major was touching her face and saying like, "What does this feel like?" and stuff. But like, you could have done that.
Set an alarm for 7 minutes from now.
Good plan. You could have done that in a way.
Okay, start again.
You could have done that. It was more intrinsic. Like her just hiring a prostitute to touch her face doesn't really correlate with me as an audience member.
Yeah, why didn't she like do it to Bateau? And
That's
feel-
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
After he got his eyes burnt out, and like it would have been like an emotional connection. Because like,
It still wouldn't have been enough.
wait, what's I eat ass in
Ketsu Tabulu.
Ketsu or Tabaru?
See how quickly I forgot it.
Why was the recruit guy the most important character?
Togusa.
Tokus. Mataba man. Why was Mataba man? Why was he
Explain to the
Middle-aged.
audience what the fuck a mate boy is.
Italian made? I think Italian. Whatever. European
I
made
don't care.
auto revolver with the
Auto revolver.
yeah, because it fires without having to cock the hammer.
They're just semi-automatic.
But because it's
You
a
know,
revolver. Because it's got the revolving ammo.
Fully automatic revolver.
Well, not fully auto
That's what I fucking...
in the original movie, and it makes an appearance in
Yeah.
this one. So that was.
Fan service.
Why is he like middle aged in this one and not like a 20-something young up and coming detective who's not augmented?
Doesn't he have a kid in the original movie though?
Has he?
Trial.
Okay, let's list all the things that they stole.
Okay,
classic
the opening
movie.
without the music when she comes out of the
She's
goop.
getting built.
Yeah.
Except the context is wrong because it has like a prototype.
And she's just a mass-produced model in the
In
original.
the movie.
And
It's
she
just
like,
a regular old thing.
and then it draws up ideas
It's-
of like individuality and
It's,
identity. and
it's
stuff.
probably not
Trial.
even.
Yeah.
They ripped off the suitcase guns.
The suitcase.
Very cool. The geishas were weird.
I like
Geishas.
those. Geishas, whatever, geishas.
It's spelt guiche.
It's however
like
you really.
code guiche. When are they gonna adapt that? I want the dude who directed Maleficent. They had the dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The dog. They purposely found the saddest dog.
I mean, he seems pretty chill. Bateau was looking after him. They sit on top of a roof in deck chairs. Why don't you have a roof with
Trial.
deck chairs?
Fucking, because we're in Central Dogma, you know?
Mm.
It's very fucking cold in here. But government funded.
Government funded.
Central Dogma.
Does welfare
We're-
count as
we're-
government funding?
We're part of the mysterious military organization. Nerd. God's lurking vehicles right in the world.
Alt-right in the world.
They stole the garbage truck scene, little chase.
Can we talk about how like stupid their like restriction stuff is?
Restriction.
Because the guy, he's
Has been arrested because he's committed some mad crime.
yeah, and then for some reason within these cells you can conceivably just jump up drop, like pull your knees up, snap your neck in an instant.
From a standing position.
From a standing position.
You can kill yourself.
This seems like a major flaw in their like detainment thing. What if he did that before he answered any questions?
Try.
They stole the scene where she fights him in the water.
She fights Steve Aoki.
Steve Aoki, yep.
They did it shot
Kinda
by
off.
shot, except that all the colors were wrong. And can we talk about the fucking slow motion?
Speeding up of actors as well to show that they're like.
Who would have guessed that your fucking 2017 Ghost in the Shell adaptation would be 300 levels of terrible? It wasn't that bad, but fuck.
I mean, when she jumped through the window that's in the trailers and stuff, and
So epic.
it was like passable, I guess.
I liked when she jumped and then slightly kicked the man. And then shot him.
Yeah, no, like a lot of the cuts in the fighting, Scarlett Johansson couldn't quite match the movements correctly. Like a lot of her kicks.
That's nitpicking, you
Well,
misogynist.
yeah, I know. It was kind of obvious when the cuts happened because like Scarlett would be in a slightly off-looking thing, whereas all the other actors kind of matched it a bit more. I think the speeding up of like Scarlett Johansson effectively to try and show off that she's like moving at superhuman speeds and stuff.
It was so
off.
epic, dude.
Spider
The
thing.
spider tank.
Yeah.
When the main villain, Mr. Cutter,
Got the shoujo.
he took direct control and he
I'm
got
kidding.
manual targeting and then shot at our hero
Scarlett
Johannesburg.
And Hideo
that's,
Kojima.
That's fitting
And Hideo
because
Kojima.
it was just like fucking Chappie when Hugh Jackman
Took control of
took
the.
control of the fucking stupid
Ed
mech
209.
and Ed 209. Die Antwood. That's fucking dumb. It was cooler in the original movie because you didn't know what the fuck the spider tank was gonna do.
Did
Also-
they ever
Trial.
address it as the spider tank
No.
in the original? I thought it was like kept quiet and it just sort of showed up.
It was just there. It wasn't mentioned yet until she shot at the dude and there was a tank on it and she was like, damn, there's an enemy, there's an obstacle. It wasn't the spider tank. You remember spider
Trial.
tank? Why did the guns fire so slowly? In the original movie they fired very fast.
Oh fuck me, goddamn. Alright.
Garlic Johansson. Mad at Dad. Go mad for Chad. NG
Try.
Why do you fucking text like that?
How do you text?
With my thumb, it was like a fucking...
Every unique point about the like original, you know, like individuality and memories and like data simulation and stuff.
But it's just a cartoon. A little bug.
Where?
You missed it.
Where?
It's gone now. It's just a silverfish.
Ew, no, they're poisonous, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they are. Their bites are like toxic. Where was it? Where was it? Was it near my hands?
What the fuck?
I hate silverfish.
Scarlett Johansson, she plays the major Mia Goldstein, the Ashkenazi robot. She's got the stolen brain of Motoko Mopopo
Motoko Kitsuragi.
Masato
Katsuragi.
Ritsuko. Sure do a lot of Evangelion here. I don't like hologram inconsistency in movies.
Everything had to be holographic and moving, Brendan. You can't have the major walking down a street. You gotta have like...
Because it's the future. Big Takeshi walked into and shot a bunch of dudes.
He used his like suitcase as a bullet
It's
shield.
fucking cool.
And then he said, don't send sheep to kill a wolf. I don't speak the
That's
language.
exactly what he fucking said.
I don't speak the
He
language.
said Boku.
Why did we get subtitles?
Then
Because
said
like
Ore.
I was under the
Said
impression...
Watashi.
Yeah, because he's manly.
I was under the impression that it was an adaptation.
But I thought it was like...
Why would they say Gook speak?
Why would you bother having him speak Japanese?
This is cooler.
What difference does it fucking make?
He doesn't speak English.
Oh, you want to talk about the spider tank again?
That's not a spider tank, that's a touch cone.
Oh, well, the touch came
Trial.
was
Touch it.
like early.
Put it down. Don't fucking...
Okay.
Stop touching it. You're fucking it all up for me. Was fucking smoking doctor a character? That seemed like a thing that would be like a reference to the manga or the show.
I wasn't a really heavy smoker because we see her with like 2 cigarettes.
You
but
see
then,
her light up and then instantly
Trial.
douse that shit.
yeah, but she douses it in a fucking like bottle of like no, a glass of like brandy or something, and she's got like 50 cigarettes in there. So I'm not sure if she's like a super heavy smoker or just doesn't fucking clean up after itself.
Why would you need smoke in the future?
Couldn't you just vape?
Aqualung on Deus Ex.
Like you'd get
Weed lung.
you'd get the mechanized liver.
Is that characterization?
I don't know.
One scene where he
Well-
says a thing. Those characters never even talked again. Why did they try and make a fucking refugee thing to it?
Oh, when they
she
were
got
like
killed
yeah,
when she was a
Trial.
refugee
boats
on a boat. and her
to
parents
fight
died.
terrorism and stuff.
Why was that at all?
Wasn't that like in the new RoboCop?
They suicide bombed to kill their 209s, and it's fucking. I fucking hate Asian people.
Would you recommend the movie?
Trial.
No. It's just kind of boring. Like, we haven't even gotten into, like, the nothing that it is. It's not offensively bad, it's just, there's too many, like, just stolen scenes that don't really make sense. Or just don't really fit in, because they're clearly just stolen scenes. Everything new is stupid. In the dream world, he gets haunted by Hack. He gets hacked by a bunch of fucking gremlins. It's just boring. Would you recommend it
I don't know. That depends.
in cinemas?
Do you think it stands as its own film? Like if you didn't watch any of the the original
That's
stuff,
what it was trying
Trial.
to be. His own film.
do you think it stood up? I don't think the critics did.
What?
And then you cut to like rock.
Trial.
I'm not doing it.
Oh,
What do you mean critics stood up?
what? I said the critics didn't like it.
You didn't say that.
Didn't they? There must have been like a reason that they couldn't do a shot for shot.
Because the screenwriter wants to get fucking paid. Because the director wants to get fucking paid.
The director would still get
You
paid.
can't just get Mamoru to do the same thing.
Why not? It'd work. I'd pay to see it. I'd pay to see it a couple
You
times.
pay to see the Red Spectacles Hollywood adaptation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
No.
The Kerberos saga. Jinro, the Wolf Brigade.
Yes.
That's part 3. The first 2 are live action.
I thought it was standalone. I don't watch
The first one
your-
came out in the early 80s.
I don't
It was
watch
a
your
student-
anime.
It was a
Okay.
student film.
cute little girl in a tank body.